What's going on, guys? We got a lot to talk about, so let's get straight into it. I'm gonna give you guys some of the picks that I personally like out of this matchup. It's the MIBR versus Audic matchup. They're actually gonna have two best of ones tomorrow, which basically means they're only picking one map, and the way it works is they ban the map till there's only one remaining, right? And it's kind of tougher to predict the maps because it's not their usual map picks. It's more or less like what maps they don't want to play, and whatever's left over is what they end up playing. So here, the strategy we use is we break it down to the potential three, right? So here we're thinking Vertigo, Nuke, Anubis, and in this case we got Vertigo noted as a banger potential, right? There's 22 rounds projected. That's a 13-9, so I mean that's a match that pretty much went the distance, so a lot of people should go over. But then you got Nuke, it's competitive, so that's a 13-8, 21 rounds. And then you got Anubis, also competitive, that's a 13-8 projected for competitive rounds, right? So another thing we want to look at is the previous matchup they had back in January. They actually did end up playing Vertigo, and it went 17-19, man. So they actually went into double OT, which is huge, and this match took place like back in January, so I mean not too long ago, but I'm sure some things have changed here in their recent stats and just the momentum some of these teams have gained. So we're gonna look at a bunch of things to help us pick what are the best picks in this particular matchup, man. So looking here, this is the projection sheet. We got the highlighted are actually my favorites, meaning that they're plays that I'd probably put my own money on. Not necessarily means that I did, but it's just plays that in my head when I was doing the research, I was like, oh, this might be a good play, and now I'm sharing them here with you guys for free. So feel free to add them to your slips, or feel free to just use this information and screenshot it and make your own picks based on the knowledge that you have on the game. By no means are these my favorite picks out of the entire slate tomorrow. We got tons of best of one matches, and then we also got an Apex versus FORZE matchup, which should be a banger. I got the projection sheet for that already up, and that is a best of three, so I think there's more value in best of threes. But we're also gonna have a bunch of projections up for all the best of ones that we find value in. So if you're interested in that and you want to get all the sheets along with my favorite slips, the slips that I actually locked in, put my own money on, and shared them with my server, then feel free to hit the link down below, man. It's only 50 cents a day. That's $15 a month. Tons of value. I mean, we do this every day. We got the Copenhagen major coming up. That's going to be the grand final on Sunday, but it starts on Thursday for the semifinals, quarterfinals, and all that. So there'll be tons of banger matches with the tier 1 teams. And not to mention, Call of Duty just ended. We ended the Call of Duty major in a great fashion, man. We went 8-2 and made a lot of money on Sunday, so we're trying to keep the momentum into the week with these ESL Challenger League matches. So if you're into that, man, welcome to the community. We'd love to have you. I'll show you guys real quick. Right now, this is right now, man. See, it's 5:32 p.m. This is at 5:07. My man Fonzie, he's one of the mods we have in here. They're wetting NBA. They cashed the second quarter live play. This guy cashes live plays every single day. You see everyone here saying Fonzie might be the guy doing the Vegas calls. Goated. Did you eat tin cans? Because you're the GOAT. You are the first. You are him first half, second half. Going to need another one. The boy came through yet again. So you can see, man, everyone here loves this guy. He's been cooking for us, and that's how they feel about all the other mods here. They've been cashing for us. You go to secured bags, you'll see everyone cash that. I didn't know you let animals in here because Fonzie is the GOAT. Everyone's giving them a shout out, man. Everyone just cashed this like 15 minutes ago, so shout out to them. They're actually locking in more second half plays. This guy cashes every single day. He's very consistent. He probably has like a 90% hit rate, and he actually also drops his NBA sheets before the game for the full game picks. So I mean, if you're into basketball, man, don't think that joining the server you're only gonna get esports. We obviously have a huge focus on esports, where when it comes to Call of Duty and CSGO and a little bit of LOL, we're trying to find someone that's really good at LOL. But we also got some traditional sports as well, right? We got some goats in that. So overall, a good balance with a heavy focus on esports. But if you're into that, man, hit that link down below. It's only 50 cents a month. I've seen a ton of you guys have been joining, and a ton of you guys been cashing on the first day. Made that $15 right back. So shout out to you guys, and shout out to whoever is going to consider joining, man. I hope to see you guys there. But let's get straight into the picks that we like, man. First and foremost, we got to look at Insanity, man. He's projected 14 kills, 15 kills, and 13 kills. This guy has a line at like 16.5 or 17, something crazy like that. And I know he's a demon, but I mean, look, man, this is an overtime match that went double OT, 19-17 on a map like Vertigo. And this guy got 14 kills. Meanwhile, his teammates are getting 30 bombs, 37, 25. So that's already a red flag for my man Insanity. Now, I'm not really a big fan of the unders, but this was kind of something I can't ignore. That's why there's only one here. I mean, this guy played down near 40 rounds in one map and only got 14 kills. What's that KPR, man? I don't know, but I mean, projecting 22 rounds, he's only projected 14. That's like 3 kills under his line. Then this one, 2 kills under his line for 21 rounds on Nuke. So I mean, this guy just hasn't been performing lately. He could be a solid under, but like I said, this is a matchup that has banger potential on some maps, so I would be careful when you're looking at unders. But it's just some food for thought, man. If you think it'll be a blowout, that's probably a lock. Aside from that, these that you see blank here, there was not much value, to be honest. These lines, and the reason why I say that is because you got Exit, right? He's got 15, so you might take his over on Vertigo, but then would you really want to take his over when he's projected projecting 13 or 11. I mean, probably not. That means that he's kind of, it's very volatile, and the map pick's gonna be kind of a big factor for him, right? For his consistency. So I'd be careful with those. But there's a few that we did like Mateos, man. Mateos kills and headshots. We got it right here highlighted green. Green is favoring the over. So the reason why we like that is because his line's at 14 and he's projected 13.6 here, which falls slightly under. It is slightly under, so that's where it's a little risky, but it's only under by 0.4. And like I said, Vertigo could be a banger again, and everyone might end up going over. So I'd take that into consideration. And then when you look at here, if they go nuke, he has a lot more impact. Now he's projecting more close to 15, so that's a good little cash on that line. Not too much value, but then when you look at Anubis, he's projecting almost 16, so now that's giving you 2 kills value. So as the maps go through here, he should end up clearing one of these lines on one of these best of ones. Remember, they're playing 2, so you could actually use this sheet for 2 matches tomorrow and probably cash twice off of it. So maybe pay attention for map drops. Try to get in on the last second or the last 2 minutes, see what the map is, and try to lock in a quick slip looking at these sheets and comparing the lines, right? So if you see Vertigo, you want to look at these 2 columns. If you end up seeing Nuke, you want to look at these 2 columns. And if you look at Anubis, you want to look at these 2 columns. So just a good little cheat sheet to use, man. So you don't have to go look up the stats in the last minute. You'll have the projections right here and how many rounds projected. So a very valid tool. But yeah, Mateos is a pretty solid pick. I mean, it's kind of a coin flip if it goes Vertigo, but we're looking at Nuke and Anubis. If these maps get picked, we should feel pretty good about that. Same thing for his headshots. He has a line at 7. So even on Vertigo, where he falls under on kills, he actually clears it on his headshots. So headshots are actually probably valid for him. I mean, he could probably get 4 in a pistol round, and there you go, he's halfway there. So Mateos kills and headshots, I like it. I don't mind that play. I mean, I'd probably lock that in. And then you got Ponter. Ponter, obviously, this guy's the type that he could get like he could get multi kills out of nowhere and just absolutely inflate his stats, man. This guy could end up with 24 or something, but let's see how he did last time they played. He actually ended up with 25, so shout out to Ponter, man. This guy's gonna fry. He's projected 17 on Vertigo across 22 rounds, so I mean, that's a solid over his line. I believe he has a line at 14 right now, so there is definitely some value there. And I mean, looking at Nuke, he also has 14, so he's there, man. But like I said, he could get a multi-kill. Nuke could go a lot longer if they trade rounds like they did last time, so there's value on his over here, even though he's breaking even with his line. And same thing goes for Anubis, so I wouldn't mind Ponter kills over either. If you look at Wood 7, man, he's projected 15 kills on Vertigo, man. And last time they played, he ended up getting 19, so not bad. 4 kills above his average, or 7 kills above his line, because on Prizepicks they have his line at 12. So there's value on him alone just because of the line being so low and the potential of this match going the distance. But not to mention, he's projecting 15 across 22 rounds. That's a +3 value, so I don't mind Wood 7 kills at all. Over here, he's breaking even with his line, and same goes for Anubis. So I mean, that's where it gets a little sharp. But I mean, if he pushes, it's not the worst. It's not the end of the day. This could either be an easy cash or a sweat. Really, I'll leave it up to you. If you see Vertigo, I'd lock that in. Now for my man Knight there, the only play I was really considering with him, but it was kind of close, was actually his headshot line. He has 9 over here, 9 over here, but then over here he's at 8. He actually needs 8 over 8.5 to clear his line, so I actually ended up just leaving it white because it's a little volatile for me and it's a little sharp right here. And I really don't want to be sweating headshots, man, because if he starts just shooting bodies, I'm probably gonna be pretty upset if he ends up with like 15, 16 kills and only like 7 headshots or something. So I'm not too sure about that one, but he does have a high headshot percentage rate. He can fry on Nuke. He can end up being the top fragger on Nuke, seeing he has the highest KPR. So he could end up dropping a 20 bomb and clearing that line. I mean, the projections are over. So, I mean, it's looking good for Nuke and for Vertigo, but it's that Anubis that scares me. If you want to take that gamble on Night there, man, then go ahead. But I'm a fade. Same with all the rest of these guys right here. Brunson, now Brunson was the one that caught my eye because he needs 16. He's obviously a top fragger, man. So obviously on Vertigo, this guy's going to drop 17. That's what he's projected. So he's over his line. The last time they played, he's the one that dropped almost 40 kills and 23 headshots. He had 37 kills and 23 headshots. So clearly he matched up very well against this team. But where it gets risky, and the reason why it's highlighted yellow is because it's risky, is because then you go to Nuke, man, and he's only projecting 13. So he's projecting to kind of flop and maybe Insanity take over a little bit, or maybe even exit. So I mean, that's where it gets a little risky. Now it's up to you what kind of risk you want to take, but me personally, I'd probably fade because he's getting 14 on Anubis as well, so there's not much value there. But yeah, man, that's the 5 picks that I got for you guys today. I know this video is relatively short. I'm trying to get to the point because I'm very busy. I got to get the rest of these projections out for the server, and like I said, man, if you want the best value and all the projections, so you're not just trying to squeeze out a good slip out of this one match, maybe you want to make a little 4-man or something compared across all the best of 1 matches and even the best of 3 matches that we got tomorrow, then hit that link, man. It's only 50 cents a day, and you're gonna get your 50 cents a day worth every single day, because you're gonna get these sheets plus my slips plus Fonzie slips plus all the other mods we got in there, man. We got some goats in there, so the community will tell you the same thing. So if you got 15 bucks in your pocket and you want to join a cool community and start winning more, man, then hit that link. Trust me. But aside from that, that's the 5 picks that I like, feel free to screenshot this. Feel free to build your own slip off of this. Feel free to wait for the maps to drop and just kind of go off the map drops, and then you'll have like 2 minutes to lock in a slip. Or just feel free to risk it all, man, and just nuke the same slip twice and hope that they pick that map once, so you end up cashing. But aside from that, man, I hope you guys cash. I hope you guys make a shit ton of money, and I hope I see you guys in the server. Drop a like if you enjoy these videos. Drop a like if you enjoy these free projection sheets with the pick breakdown. Drop a comment if you want to keep seeing these free breakdowns, and consider subscribing, man. Aside from that, I'll see you guys on the next one.